Zero privacy in this island. So, I heard one of my neighbors calling you daddy, and I think Chevra should mind their business. What I make Raymond call me ain't their problem. I'm hard at work on deciding what will be the furry game of the year. The video will be out next week, so be sure to subscribe. So in the meantime, have this. r/Massachusetts says, I enjoy seeing wildlife on my hikes, but this was a new one. You know, this reminds me of that one post that's like a sign warning you about like fursuiting in the woods. Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. There we go. Do not fursuit in the woods at night. It's hunting season. This is no joke. Stay on the marked hiking paths. Ain't no one going to tell me that Barbie is a furry. Of course Barbie is a furry. That's why she's working all those odd jobs. How else is she supposed to afford to buy a fursuit? Gay furry pride, woo? Did the sign get hacked, or is this the Department of Transportation's message? How dare you assume it got hacked? Can't the Department of Transportation just have a little fun and spread the good vibes? But yeah, it totally did get hacked. There are articles about it. One of Poland's most famous athletes,
Mariusz Pudzianowski,
inserted a photo on Facebook with wolf figures including Juno. Throw me into a pack of wolves and I'll come back as a father. That is certainly one way to come out as a furry, but it makes me wonder, what other popular national figures are secretly furries? Is Vladimir Zelensky gonna post his fursona? Is the King of England gonna commission GIF art? Is Elon Musk a baby fur? Oh, and the answer to that last one is allegedly yes. I'm sorry you had to learn about this from me, but you had to learn about it at some point. Notices your iron sights. Oh, whoa? We will now commit a war crime. For those of you who don't know, coffee is like alcohol to spiders. Well, I'll be damned. I just learned something on a furry porno site. The internet is truly magical. Oh, and in case any of you are wondering, this comment was under a sexy picture of the tarantula from The Bad Guys. Whatever her name was, I haven't actually watched that movie. Conker's a squirrel. Squirrels hunt for acorns. Can you help Conker find some acorns? God, I miss old video game ads because they were always just so wild. Nowadays, it's always just a trailer and stuff that makes sense for what game you're playing, but back in the day, it was the wild fucking west, I tell ya. Going to some podunk town in Utah. Photos taken seconds, or well, more like a week before disaster. If you don't get this reference, play the visual novel Echo, it's great. E621 posts with soccer as the tag. It peaked in October 21st when Zabivako won the competition to be Russia's mascot, and then peaked again during the FIFA World Cup. It's kind of ironic that Russia, a country with some very homophobic laws, managed to inspire so much of what they hate. Today I will watch Osamu Tezuka's, father of manga, 1984 movie Bagi. Clueless. Yeah, I'll be the first person to tell you that Bagi is 1, really good, and 2, really weird. Like, not even just the actual movie itself, just the circumstances of its creation are weird. Like, did you know it was written by Osamu Tezuka as a critique of the Japanese government's approval of recombinant DNA research that year? Bagi is peak. It's weird, but also peak. Though I must admit, I do respect Tezuka's design sensibilities. In fact, I'd like to highlight a comment about it I saw on YouTube. Oh yeah, the entire movie is free to watch on YouTube, by the way. When you appreciate that Bagi's go-to outfits seem to be a latex bikini and a tight-fitting biker getup, Tezuka, my man, you have superb taste. I forgot my Tumblr page is mostly softcore straight-up furry porn and just flashbanged another student behind me with giant fox tits. Furry, memes, furry fandom, whoopsie, creatures of steel, my gratitude upon thee for my freedom. You see, this is why we have 2 accounts, one for normal stuff and one for the not-so-normal stuff. And it's not that hard either. I know Twitter, don't ask how I know this, lets you switch between the 2 with ease. This fucky wucky was entirely on you. Gay furries will be like, 1 year with my absolute world, XXX, and this is the picture. Emphasis on this being the picture, including the drawing, because we all know your husbando ain't real. Cope, seethe, mauled, and cry about it. Who let them put this in the trailer? I now think a raccoon is hot. Mindy Kaling. Blu-ray trailer for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. The funniest thing about this isn't even necessarily the comment, although it is peak. It's who it's from. Because yes, it's that Mindy Kaling, the one who made Velma. Yes, you now share something in common with the person who made Velma. Not sure how I feel about that. I believe I speak for us all when I say...
God, I wish that was me.
Hide from the light.
The hell was it? Did y'all hear that? Who said that?
If you scream, I'm gonna suffocate you with my tits. Okay, so it turns out, you know that whole screaming cowboy thing? Yeah, that's copyrighted. I originally intended to put him here, but YouTube wouldn't let me. Something something Hasamo, something something I wish that were me, something something thumbnail bait. I have a grave cold, which means one of my enemies hath paid a witch to curse me. Sire, hast thou considered this malady is because thou hast not slept well in days, and because thy diet matches the Ninja Turtles? Nay, eunuch, 'twas clearly a witch. The malady has grown too much for me, eunuch. I shall soon die or fall on my own sword. My liege, perhaps if thou hath a tea of lemon honey and play simulations the fourth, thou shalt avoid such a fate. Sire, it appears this publication is now thy most popular ever, and the bards are to likening thou to Howl of the Moving Castle. A Ghibli twink? The Ghibli twink indeed, my liege. I know I'm kind of stretching with calling this a furry post or meme or whatever, but this is genuinely an amazing joke. From the talk in ye old English to the author's overreaction making the cat the voice of reason, and the stupid pop culture references like Diet of a Ninja Turtle to Simulation the Fourth, and I'd be remiss not to mention everyone's favorite Ghibli twink. Even the cat being named Eunuch, though I would have preferred if it was named Catstrati, is a 10 out of 10 joke. Hasn't kissed anyone ever, expecting kiss with tongue. That's it! You broke Calvin and Ivy's relationship down to the bare essentials. Oh, and just in case you don't know what this is from, it's from something called Lackadaisy. Here, I talked about the webcomic here in this video. I like to fold my taken number ticket into a little dog head, so while I'm waiting, I have a little friend. This is already cute, but you know what makes it even better? Don't worry, your number will be called soon. Absolutely stellar. We love ourselves some good old paper dog fan art. Shut up, dragon! Moonblast! This appears to be some sort of Pokemon meme. Is this something I'm too actually good RPG pill to understand? Saw this guy and said, ew, 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 ugly, and then felt so bad I cried and bought him. This may not make any sense to you now, but I guarantee that if you play 9 Souls, it's an absolute peak game, you'll end up agreeing with me that that is exactly the kind of thing that describes Yi. This horrendous little murderous munchkin man who's actually like the greatest, cutest thing ever. We love him. I can't stop thinking about this post and crying. Animal Crossing players are like, I hate Bill Wibbly. He's a bastard and I want him off my island. He killed my family and burnt my crops. And then I look up Bill Wibbly or whatever and he looks like this. Animal Crossing is a lot like The Sims in that it just brings out the worst in people. Like seriously, some people are like, no frogs or I only want cats. Like how quickly do you think the average Animal Crossing player would get sued for housing discrimination if they were real? There's no word, so I don't really have much else to say here other than nice. I guess you could say Pomni really wanted Gummy Goo's gummy goo. Our ancestors are alive as long as we honor their traditions. Alright archaeologists, new theory. Old school humans didn't dress up in animal skins to keep warm or to imbue themselves with magical traits or for ritualistic purposes. They did it to look cute. In thesis. With that done, let's get to our Patreon shoutout so I can get back to work on that furry Game of the Year video. For our 3 stars, we have special thanks to Choron, SkyKing64, 87 World, Garen FaZe, Zora Chow, Venomous, Rillaboom378, and Jay Stassi. For 4 stars, we have Mickey Moon, McCoides, and Utterly Awe, the Medionish Draconids. And for our super-duper special 5-star shoutouts, we have first the good old days, the Drytron New 2, followed by Hadari Lion, the Drytron Meteora. Thank you for watching. Do be sure to like and subscribe. As always, this is Furry signing out.